Hello, and welcome to Ark Survival Evolved. And we're going to build the workshop today. I'm getting a little tired of having to import everything from all the other islands, and this is what our greenhouse looks like right now from the last build that we did here. It's nicely lit up, stuff is starting to grow inside, you know, we got lights inside, which is a little tricky to do. Also, I'm sorry, it's so loud in here, the torches don't know how to be quiet. But yeah, I think it looks pretty good, and it works great too. If you guys want to know how to build this, like I said in the last video, there is a link to Aaron's page to more or less build it in your world. We even got a little beehive. I imported the bee from the island. But the workshop, we're gonna need it. I mean, the bird works as he's kind of a portable workshop for now, but he can't do some things like stuff that's needed for fabrication. He's basically a walking smithy, or a flying smithy. And now it's a little brighter. I'm showing off a few of my little dinos here, because, you know, we've collected some since the last time, and it's actually bright enough for you guys to see what Starscream looks like. I was really happy when I caught him. I think it was the island I found him on. Either way, workshop. I'm thinking right there on this location, right here on the side, because the way I see it from this upper view is we got the greenhouse in a nice neat little spot where, let me see if I can get this beam. There it is. There it goes. Beam. Right, so you come out of the house, you come out, walk right into the greenhouse, gather everything you need to, you know, make taming stuff. And then we go over to the workshop, which I'm thinking about putting right here. Now, I don't know if I want to make it straight on just yet. Maybe put it at an angle. It'd have a lot of room in the back there that would be open. Might figure out what to do here. Like, all that right there is just gonna be empty. Maybe I can put like a little dino pen back there or something. I'll figure it out. I'm kind of leaning towards the workshop at a slight angle. Not so much straight on with the fence, but more at like a, say like a 15 to 20 degree angle from the corner of the dino pen. Maybe start right about there. For those of you who are new, I only use fly mode when I'm building, specifically because it is hard to try to make scaffolding to go all the way up and around and try to get on top of the roof and everything. It's a pain. And I thought about making the workshop over here, but there's too many hills. Over on this side, it's nice and flat. I have a lot of area to work with. But I'd like the workshop to be relatively close to the pen, because I want to design it in a way to where I can walk my Anki right inside, unload his metal, and walk him right back out. On the island I have a different design that I made. It's a little hard to get the Anki in. So let's get the foundations thrown on. That way we can kind of see a rough footprint of what the workshop will take up. I'm thinking the first bit here can go roughly right about here. It looks good. Maybe. No. Yeah. Now let's get to it. And just a quick recap while I do this. I'm playing on the non-canon maps right now to get some of their special dinos. Specifically on Valgiro, because it has those little raptor guys that do a massive amount of bleed damage. So I want to catch up a few of them. The problem with them is you have to steal eggs like you would with the rock drake or the wyvern. So I'm going to be here for a minute trying to get a good pair of them. You know, on the center I made a little outpost, I set it up, I got everything going. But it doesn't really have any unique dinosaurs specifically to the center, like how Crystal Isles does or Valkyro here does. So I didn't have to really put too much thought or work into it. It's just a little outpost. I go there, grab what I need to grab when I transfer in, go tame what I want to tame, or collect what I want to collect. Valkyro's a little different because it has access to a lot of different biomes. There's actually an aberration zone on Valkyro, if you guys know where that is. There's a cave entrance over by the lake in the middle of the map. It takes you into like an aberrant area to catch aberrant dinos. So there's a lot of neat stuff that we can get here. And once I get it all, and I'm happy with all the dinos I have, I'm going to start working on extinction, because I've never been on extinction before. And I'm hoping some of these guys that I'm going to tame up off of these non-canon maps will really help out on extinction. And now that we have the foundation laid out, I'm really liking how this looks. Like, it's not straight onto the pen, but it's not like completely 90 degrees, so I'm liking it. Also, once again, I am following another build design that Aaron Longstaff has did. I will link a description to the original tutorial, or put a link in the description to the original tutorial. He makes a lot of really cool stuff, a lot of really good stuff too. He's really great. This is his just normal workshop design. I think he built his on Crystal Isles. And also supplying Valkyro with all these resources and whatnot is really starting to drain my stockpile on the other maps. So I really need to get this place up and running to where it can gather its own resources and materials. Like right now, the island and aberration have pretty much been supplying everything. A little bit from Scorched Earth, not too much. There's really not much on Scorched Earth besides metal. And since it was getting dark, you know, I decided to do a quick time skip here. And I wanted to show you guys that, so far what we've got put up looks really good. I love how lit up my house is, and how good the greenhouse looks in the dark. And after a little bit more waiting, I happened to notice something. We have a full moon. A very, very bright full moon. And if I can see, you guys can see. Which means we can do a little bit more building to try to get this done sooner. Because the sooner this is up, the better. With that said, let's try to get as much as we've done with the light that we have, because this won't last long. Another building I'm going to be putting up soon is actually my storage building. I wanted to get the workshop put in first. That way I can then figure out where I want to put the storage unit. Because the way I see it is, if your storage unit is halfway across the base, and then your crafting area is in the middle of the base or at the other end of the base, you know, that's going to be a pain getting resources from your storage to your workshop. So I always put the workshops in first before I make the storage buildings. And for those who are wondering why do I have the admin gun, on non-dedicated servers, like what I'm playing on right now with Solitaire and my other friends who joined me, random griefers apparently, well, not apparently, they do. They show up, they try to break your stuff, they try to lead dinos over, and I am in a PvE setting, so technically they can't hurt me, and I can't hurt them. Technically. With the admin gun, you know, if they start being malicious, they start trying to break my stuff, they start trying to lead Rexes and Gigas and all these predators over to break my stuff, I can just use the admin gun to put them out of their miseries. Because the admin gun will work in a PvE setting. And that's the only reason why I have it. Besides the fact that I will also use it when building. Like if I have to throw up a whole row of thatch roofs to create snap points, and I don't want to go through each individual one and demolish them, I'll just use the admin gun and instantly destroy them. Yeah, I don't get resources back for doing that, but it is a lot faster. And also, it's starting to get very dark again, so we're going to have to wait till morning. Which kind of bites a little bit, because I was hoping to get a little bit more done. Guess we can do the wood pillar. Well, I'll see you in the morning. Alrighty. Throw a door right here. Throw a door right here. Do I have my doors on me? I don't think I do. This is what we've got so far, though. Now that it's a little brighter, you guys can see. Let me grab my doors. And we'll put these in, and make sure they're opening the right way. Doesn't look like much yet, but it will look better once I get the walls and the roof on. And yeah, I do have some dedicated storage boxes in here, and there is a tech generator that I imported in from the island. I don't know if I want to keep the dedicated storage boxes inside the workshop. I'll have to wait to see how it looks. I may want to just go full production with minimal storage. So we'll figure it out. Oop. Alright, got our walls on. Now I need to put in the little middle bit here. Quick door. I need thatch. I'm gonna need thatch soon. Can do the greenhouse windows real quick, but I'm gonna need thatch. Because it's flipped wood walls. A neat little trick doing this. Effectively, it puts the wooden walls perfectly on top of the stone walls, while at the same time not flipping them like you normally would, so they're a little off kilter. Like, I have learned so many build tricks from watching some of Aaron's tutorials that have really helped me out, because I don't always just copy his builds. I do build my own stuff. And I do change some of his stuff around, like one of his storage warehouses things that I've got on my island. mine's set up significantly different than his. So is the one on Aberration. I'll kind of use him as a base design idea, and then alter it and change it to fit the current needs that I have in the map I'm in. So if I was on, say, Aberration, I probably wouldn't use the dedicated storage at all. And I probably wouldn't put the vaults in either. I probably would go with more production. Because on Aberration, there's not too incredibly much there that you can do. Like, it's really hard to get oil unless you go into red zone or the surface. But on Valguero, it's easier. And plus, there's a lot more resources, so I feel like I would need the extra storage. I'm not sure yet. I'm definitely going to hold on to the vaults, because vaults are always useful. Even if I don't use them for, like, material storage, I can put, like, weapons in them, or armor pieces. You know, just some random knickknacks that I find from the supply drops. It's these things right here that I'm not sure about. I don't normally use them. I know a lot of people do, and they're very useful. And they're very compact, and they can hold a lot. But I think I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I may take them out and use them only for the storage unit. I may keep them in. I'm undecided at the moment. And just looking at these right now, like, there's a lot of space behind them that can be used for other stuff. So, I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how it looks with the Indie Forge in. Ow. I think once I get the workshop and the storage buildings completely finished and put in, since I'm mainly here for those Raptor guys, and on one hand, I really don't want to do this because Aberration and the island are gonna definitely run out of metal by the time I do this. Scorched Earth has a little bit, but not nearly as much. It's a lot easier in Aberration to get metal. But since I'm going after mainly raptors, I might build a Jurassic Park themed Raptor Pen that I can store them in. And just thinking ahead here, I think that would be pretty cool. Like, I love Jurassic Park. So, and I'm definitely going to need the pen set up before I start collecting their eggs. If I ain't got no place to put them, then when I steal their eggs, you know, I won't be ready to start breeding them and, you know, training them and all that stuff. Also, if I'm going to be breeding those little raptor guys, I'm going to need to get a Dimetrodon. For those of you who don't know, Dimetrodons can pretty much incubate any egg. You know, let's say you get a Dimetrodon and it's got 500 melee attack. If you get 2 or 3 of those guys stacked together, and maybe throw in an otter or two, you can easily hatch any egg in the game, no matter what temperature restriction it has. So they're way cheaper than AC units. Way cheaper than AC units. So I'm gonna need a Dimetrodon before I catch the raptors. I'm gonna need the pen for the raptors set up before I catch the raptors. So definitely storage building next. I definitely need that set up. That'll clean up the boxes that we have stacked around the house right now. And then maybe go to the island to get a Dimetrodon, or maybe Aberration. The aberrant Dimetrodons look pretty good, but I definitely need one of them to hatch an egg. Like, this is how I do things. I'll sit here and build and plan and plot for future projects. I like the way that looks. That looks cool. Alright, now we gotta do a little cosmetic work here inside. That way it doesn't look so bad. I think they go like this. Let me check the tutorial. Yeah, like this. Also, good reason to use fly mode. Could you imagine trying to put ladders up, or pillars, and other random stuff, just to be able to reach up here and stick these in? Alright, now that we have this side of the workshop completely done, we need to work on that side. So let's grab the rest of our materials here. And let's get to it, because there's still a lot to be done. Another thing that I just thought about while building here, up the hill, there's like a level 95 or so pink and purple Rex. And I either need to tame that or get rid of it, because having that around could be a problem. Especially if it decides to wander down here. Like, it could easily destroy everything. Marcus and Ghost might be able to put it down if they work together. Mainly because Ghost is a perfect stat breed. His parents were 150 max tames, and then he ended up pulling a max health, max stamina, and max attack. So he's a really good breed. He's also second generation, so back on the island I have a few other generations of wolves that I might be able to transfer in. I know with a big enough pack I can take out a Rex. Alright, so we got our fabricator put in, now we got our chem bench. That'll let us make pretty much everything. I need to get a smithy table in here too, now that I'm thinking about it. But our production requirements are just about set. we'll be able to fix our gear, we'll be able to make new stuff. Just need to get that storage building put in, which like I said, I am definitely doing that next. It's starting to get dark. Luckily, we're about done here. The back side of this roof is pretty much mimicking this side, so I'm just gonna cut today and show you the build completed. I think it turned out very, very nice. It looks really good. We got a little bit of space here to walk an Anki through if I decide to put the Anki pen behind. I did decide on switching out the storage tech for refining forges. That way, while the indie forge is making metal, these things can sit there and cook up some gas or whatever else I may need. In here we got our fabricator chem bench. The tech generator is put in, but I don't have any element for it right now. I have to go to the island and transfer over some dust. I've got my bookshelf for blueprints that we get out of storage drops. One for a build, one for saddles, this one's for gear. And then we have gears as in attachments and throwables and ammo. Then we have weapons like arrows, bows, swords, pikes, and then our armor blueprints. And I put the smithy bench in, I remembered. But yeah, this is the build. If you guys enjoyed today's build, like, subscribe. If you have ideas for what I should tame, what I should build, leave it in the comments. With that said though, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.